Okay, so speaking of the Zionist charm offensive, Randy Quaid, NYC, if you choose Mamdani, you are choosing to clog your toilets with overflowing, because that is what communism gives you. A toilet that does not work for everyone or anyone. Aha. Okay. Well, there are a lot of people all over this country living with crumbling infrastructure. You wouldn't say that the country is not kind of hyper capitalist, right? So why is the country falling apart? Why are those godless communist Chinese building shit that's from the 23rd century? Looks like fucking Star Trek over there. Why is that? Why is that? If it doesn't look like their toilets are overflowing. It looks like they actually have the toilets of the future over there.
Yeah.
They're automatic. Those fucking toilets talk to you. Looks like those communists are making some pretty good toilets. Representative Andy Ogles, Wake Up New York. He put out the actual video of the plane flying into the World Trade Center. He is co-sponsoring with Fat Randy the bill to or the proposition to get the Justice Department to try to deport Mamdani. Which brings us to Lizzie Savetsky, what we call an ASWMD, an anti-Semitism weapon of mass destruction. Every place that this woman goes, she makes 10 anti-Semites. So here she is trying to charm people into voting for Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah, I have a question. Why do you guys like crime so much?
We don't like
You
crime.
don't? No? So
No.
how do you feel about the NYPD? Yeah, good. You like crime? You like radical Islam? You like terrorism? Do you fund the NYPD?
No.
Oh, you don't? You know that Zoran has tweeted multiple times about defunding the police. You want to defund the NYPD?
I do.
Yeah, you do? That's good. I'm so glad to hear that you
Based.
hate this city. Are you saving New York City from socialism?
Oh.
He's going to bankrupt this city. Good luck.
Good day.
You too. Have a fabulous day.
Yeah, no, that's going to persuade people screaming about how there's going to be exploding crime in the city. That's the way to win them over. So Max tweeted out over this. Few things satisfy like watching a 7K cartel member and wife of wealthy plastic surgeon frantically harassing disinterested passerby over looming Cuomo defeat. They're so lacking in self-awareness. She doesn't understand. She seems like the crazy lady in the neighborhood who harasses people.
Yeah, like why
That everyone has to walk around.
What do you think people are gonna say? Like, what do you like? Obviously, with the woman who had the Zoran poster, she's picking a fight with her. What do you think about the NYPD? She's like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. This is the thing. Like, also, and I say this a lot. Like, when you spend all your time online, which obviously Savetsky does because it's what she does for a living, she's a paid influencer. You get the sense that people fit into these,
Right.
very sort of like specific molds that are the online archetype versions of whatever politics they represent. Oh, if you're for Zoran, you must be for defunding the police. You must be for the gender transition. You must be for the, and in real life, like people are more complicated than that. They're also a lot more chill than that. Like most people don't think about politics that deeply to have a staked out position on every single issue.
Right.
The average person you ask, what do you think of the NYPD? Whatever.
It's nuanced.
I don't think much of them, or most people just don't think much of them. At least white people in Upper East Side or wherever she was. Right.
I think the average person feels like
yeah.
You need police, but there should be proper restraints on the police in order to ensure they don't abuse their power. I would think that would be the median opinion of most people.
Right. Like chasing people down. Like, are you saving the city from socialism? Like, you talk about just being in your own world, right? And that's partly Zionism, and the indoctrination, that these people go through. But that's also a function of being too online. Like that's what happens when someone who spends all their time online actually goes out onto the street and starts asking people questions,
Right.
like not only do you not get the responses you're looking for, but people don't even know how to take you. They don't even really know what you're talking about. You just come off as completely bizarre.
Right. You're living in a bubble of crazy, mentally ill people, and you don't realize that you come off as mentally ill to people who don't live in that.
Please clap.